It is not just you, I promise you. I am also influenced to buy products by some fantastic creators, both here on YouTube and also on other platforms as well. Honestly, I don't feel like I buy a lot of these products from my own free will. I watch them talk about these products and the desire is so deep. It goes from a want to a need within a split second. So I'm going to be talking about 10 products that they made me buy. And I've got to be honest with you, some of these products I sort of wish I hadn't bought. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just not for me and they weren't what I was expecting. The majority of them, however, absolutely glorious. So let's get on with it. If you're new here, hello, my name's Gemma. I'm 45 years old, lover of everything beauty, skincare and makeup. You'll find a lot of these sorts of videos here on this channel. I would love it if before you leave, you click on that like button, the subscribe button and the notification bell. Let's jump into the first product. If you've been a regular to my channel for quite some time, you will know I'm going to talk about Stephanie Marie. Stephanie is one of my best friends in the entire world and she never steers me wrong with makeup recommendations. We like very similar things. She just knows what's going to look good and feel good on my 45-year-old skin. She has a sixth sense for these things. So when Stephanie tells me to go out and buy something, I do as I'm told. There are a couple of products I want to talk about in this video that are recommendations from Stephanie. The first one I've never talked about before, so let's go into that first. This is the Kosas Cloud Set Baked Setting Powder in the shade Airy. It is the most beautiful powder. It is incredibly natural. It is non-drying, which is why I love it so much. And it gives you that soft blur, still allowing the skin to look like skin. It doesn't look powdery at all. And yeah, I just absolutely love it. It gives you that soft set. So it blurs, it smooths, it's very airbrushing, but it's a very soft airbrush. I will link Stephanie's video where she talks about using this as an under eye setting powder. I learned so much from that video and it has completely revolutionized my under eye setting game. Honestly, it is superb. It's only 6 minutes and it's just full of really useful information and she wasn't wrong. This stuff is stunning. Onto a product that I have mentioned before. This is by Ole Henriksen and it's the Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment. Now I did say that I always run out and buy anything that Stephanie recommends to me. Technically that is true, but I did drag my feet with this one because I was just thinking, I've tried so many different peptide lip treatments. Why is this better than all the others? I don't need this in my life. I've got so many already in my drawer that I love. I was totally wrong. I really did need this in my life. And the reason it's so special, it is not sticky in the slightest. This is a really lovely consistency. And there are two different finishes that you can buy. So there is just a plain glossy finish, which does have a pigment to it, but it is just a gloss. And then there are the ones with a slight shimmer to them. Now these are the ones that I think are super special. This one in particular, which is in the shade Creme Brulee Glimmer, just look at this. It's just absolutely stunning. There's a slight gold fleck in here. This is going to stay on your lips for a really long amount of time. It's not that really watery, very serum-like consistency, but it's not a really thick, heavy gloss either. It's so special. You can't see the glitter in this. There's just a slight glimmer of radiance and it makes your lips look fuller, look juicier, look bouncier, and my lips absolutely adore this. Next up, we've got Charlotte Holdcroft, another favorite of mine. I do talk about quite a lot on my channel, but the girl did me proud this time. Oh my god, not that she doesn't always, but wow. This release is just magnificent. These are the YSL Make Me Blush powder blushes, and I picked these up in 2 shades because, well, you know, just because. I thought I'd go a little off-piste and pick a slightly pinkier tone one for me. I didn't think I was going to like it, but I love it. This is the shade 93 Restless Rose, and it's got a bit of a shimmer to it. So this isn't a matte, it's more of a radiant blush. You can use this as a highlight, you can use it all over the cheek as well. It's not one of those radiant blushes that you can see sparkle. There aren't massive chunks of glitter in here. It's more like a metallic sheen, and it's just beautiful, incredibly flattering on my 45-year-old skin. My favourite though has to go to the shade 37 Peachy Nude. I knew I was going to like this when I ordered it. It is a beautiful, really natural matte finish, and it looks quite deep in the pan, but it transfers to the cheek so beautifully. This is super, super pigmented. Both of these are really, really pigmented, velvety, smooth and soft, very easy to blend. I would recommend that you apply these with a fluffy brush, so not to overdo the pigment and frighten yourself. But like I said, if you do overdo the pigment, very, very simple to blend these out on the skin. And although these don't have an element of cream in here, they look like a cream on the cheek because they melt into the skin. So there's no powdery residue on the surface. These don't make my skin dry, and I do have very dry areas on my cheeks. You wouldn't know with either of these. I just think they are stunning, and thank you, Charlotte, because I actually wasn't going to pick these up until I saw Charlotte using them, and I was like, I don't know. No, they're mine. They are mine. Another makeup recommendation from Charlotte. This is from Gucci, and it's the Magnetism Volumizing Mascara in the shade Black. I'm not actually sure if this comes in other shades at the moment, but wow. It's not my ultimate favorite. I do love the volume that this gives. However, because this is quite a wet formula and it's also not a tubing mascara or a waterproof mascara, this doesn't quite hold a curl for me, which is the only thing that I don't like about it. This is so quick to apply. You can apply mascara in seconds because the wand is just genius. So there is a flat side to this, but there's also a rounded side, and there are little prongs all the way around to make sure that your lashes don't become clumpy, although you can quite easily get them clumpy if that is the look that you require, just by packing on this product, which is incredibly quick and easy to do. So quite easily really get the product in the lashes and then comb it through with one of the edge combs to separate and flutter and lengthen. This has lengthening abilities. It also has massive volumizing abilities. It's just a real shame that it didn't hold my curl, because I do like my lashes to stand on end, and this just didn't quite hit the mark. Next up, Hannah Martin. I'm a little bit obsessed with Hannah, I'm not gonna lie. She has the most piercing blue eyes on the planet. She is such a naturally pretty person, and although she has a different undertone to me, I'm neutral, more dominant, warm, and Hannah goes for more of the cool undertone makeup, I can't help but buy everything she looks beautiful in, even though I know they're not going to look the same on me. So recently she was reviewing the MAC Nude collection, and I immediately had to run out and buy one of the lipsticks that she was wearing in that video, which was Thanks It's MAC. Now these are the Luster Glass lipsticks, and they are the most beautiful, really high shine, glossy, but creamy lipsticks that I think I have ever had on my lips. They are just gorgeous. And the shade Thanks It's MAC is just enough warmth that I can get away with it. It's gorgeous. It's like a peachy with a silver fleck in there. Absolutely stunning. I also had to pick up Sell Out, again one of the Luster Glass lipsticks. Slightly pinkier, this one. but still gorgeous. The feel of these is so hydrating and nourishing, but incredibly lightweight. Very, very lightweight on the lips. So super comfortable. They don't last an age. I'm not going to sit here and say that these are going to last all day, because they're not. I am constantly reapplying these, especially after food, but I don't mind. Talking about being influenced by Hannah, I actually watched a video yesterday where she was using the Vive Soul Shadows in the shade Guilt. Look what's just arrived. I just can't help myself. I mean, I haven't actually opened this yet, so I can't say whether I'm going to love it or not. But it's not going to look the same on my eyes because I don't have blue eyes, but it's universal. Can't wait. Can't wait to try that out. Allie Glines, absolutely love her. She is so thorough in her reviews, and I recently saw her review the Rare Beauty Liquid Contour, and I had to get my hands on a couple. Now, I did go for the fairest shade, even though I knew it wasn't going to be for me because I wanted to show you the comparison. So the fairest shade is Gentle. The one that I really, really like, which is my favorite, is the shade Mellow. You'll see the shade Gentle is much more cool than the shade Mellow, which is probably why I like the shade Mellow a little bit more than Gentle, because of my undertone. If I go for something super cool, I just feel like it looks a little bit more unnatural on me, even though a contour shade is supposed to be cool tone to emulate a shadow. I prefer that little hint of warmth. I think it's just more flattering on my skin. The one thing that definitely did shock me is the pigment within this product. Not only was this not super pigmented, which I haven't got a problem with. I really liked that. I think it's more beginner friendly that way. This also had a really quite a dewy, shiny sheen to it. So it looked quite wet, quite glass-like. So although I wanted to love this, and it is a beautiful product in its own right, I actually prefer the Rare Beauty bronzing stick for my contour needs, which is more of a cream than a liquid and has more of a creamy, luminous finish rather than that glassy, wet look. Andrew Wheatcroft is up next. He is absolutely hilarious and generally deals with the affordable skincare market in the UK. He's in and out of Boots constantly, films in Boots quite a bit, and I absolutely love him. I had to pick up this as soon as he recommended it. This is the L'Oreal Bright Reveal Daily Fluid Tinted Glow. Now, this comes in two different shades, Bronze, which is the deeper shade, and Pearl, which is the lighter shade. I have both of these. I don't have them both in front of me to share with you because I've given Bronze to my mum. She will hopefully, at this moment in time, be flying to Egypt, where she is taking so many different facial SPFs to test out for everybody. It's a working holiday, and then she's going to come back and share all her thoughts and feelings with you, and we'll sit down and film that video together. But she's taken the bronze version of this because she wanted to look a little bit like she got a bit more colour when she went down to the pool in the daytime. This one is more of a natural tint, definitely more my natural skin tone. It is such a beautiful tint. It does have a little bit of a glow, as the name of this product would suggest, but it's not that glow that emphasizes all your texture. It's a glow that's more of a skin perfector and gives you a little bit of life and a tiny bit of tint. So it's not a really, really punchy tint. But when I have this on, and this is a great product for first thing in the morning when I'm going to watch one of the kids play football, because it just makes me feel a little bit more polished, a little bit more finished when I've made no effort whatsoever. It is a really lovely product, very quick and easy to apply, sinks into the skin effortlessly. I mean, there is no tacky residue on my skin whatsoever, no stickiness, no having to wait ages to apply makeup over the top of this if you're using this under makeup. Beautiful to apply makeup over the top, no pilling whatsoever. I just I really love it. Next up, we've got Andrea Lee. We like a lot of the same things, which is why I watch Andrea quite a lot. She's a celebrity makeup artist. She's absolutely stunning, and she's got the most beautiful accent. I could quite honestly sit and watch her all day long. So I watched a video of hers the other day that was titled, "If I had to start my makeup kit from scratch, what would I buy?" And I thought that was such a great concept for a video. In fact, I may steal it. If you want to see me do something very similar, please let me know in the comments section. During that video, I was mesmerized by her eye makeup. It was so simple, and yet it took my breath away. It was so pretty. So I had to go out and buy what was on her eyes immediately, and it wasn't anything to do with eyeshadow. It's actually a highlighter from Fenty Beauty. This is the Diamond Bomb in the shade How Many Carats 01. This, I would run a mile from this if I was being told that I got to apply this as a highlighter. But on my eyes, it looks really nice. Now, it doesn't look as nice as on Andrea's eyes. I don't know what I was thinking. It's not really my shade, having that silvery white sparkle. I think I would look better in some sort of gold sparkle. So I just got a little carried away when I was ordering this. Really nice, but not really me. So yeah, it's a buy regret, not because the product is awful, because the product is absolutely beautiful, but it's not my usual go-to. And yeah, I'm a little bit upset that as soon as I put this on, I didn't metamorph into Andrea. Another product that Andrea made me buy is from House Labs. It's the Colour Fuse Longwear Glassy Lip and Cheek in the shade Glassy Pomelo. So beautiful. Really is stunning. Unfortunately, I forgot that I'd already got the Pat McGrath Divine Blush Legendary Glow Colour Balm, and these are very similar. This one is in the shade Peach Lotus, and they are very similar tones and very similar finishes. That glassy look on the cheek, which once again is not my usual go-to. I like something luminous, but I don't like something that is completely glass skin and reflective, because I do get super shiny throughout the day. But having said that, I will use this on those days that I need a little bit more life back to my face. If my skin is looking a little dull, this will be the product, or the Pat McGrath product, that I gravitate towards, because the finish is smooth, glossy. It's got a beautiful luminous sheen on there, and because of the sheen, because of the glassiness, once again, super easy to blend out. This does not go patchy at all. You can apply this to bare skin with no makeup on, or apply it to a full beat of makeup and have the same blending experience. It is a gorgeous product, but I do feel the need to powder it down to dim down the shine just a little bit. And finally, we've got Korinna Howie. You know when you meet somebody and you just instantly click and you just think we could be lifelong friends? That is me and Korinna. Korinna is a girl's girl. She is just an icon where fashion is concerned, but I really do look up to her. She took the time when we met each other to give me a few pointers and tips, which is really rare in a female-dominated room. And she was just the nicest person and taught me a lot, but also great at skincare recommendations, and this one is no exception. This is from Nip and Fab, and it's a brand that I'm only just finding and absolutely loving. This is the Ceramide Fix Cleansing Balm. Oh my goodness. I can't get enough of this. I seriously cannot get enough of this. It is not like a usual cleansing balm. A cleansing balm is either really waxy or soft and melts into the skin. This isn't one of those cleansing balms. This is more like a cream cleanser that then emulsifies and removes all of the deep down grime, all of your makeup, all of your SPF. It's just the most stunning, hydrating yet nourishing feel on the skin whilst you're cleansing without a hint of oiliness at all. I think it is a stunning product and does exactly what it needs to do. And once I've removed it, I feel like my skin is hydrated. It is not stripped at all. It has everything that it needs, and it's been replenished with a lot of hydration and nourishment whilst I've been cleansing my skin. So absolutely love it. If you haven't tried it already, I definitely recommend you get your hands on it. You can pick this up from the largest stores of Boots in the UK. I think it's also available at Sephora, but don't quote me on that. We are finished. All those products, win, win, win. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you've thought about it in the comments section. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave, and also hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos like these. Hope to see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.